Now, miscommunication is one of the most important cause of lack of adherence to medication. And lack of adherence to medication is said to be the sixth vital sign. Because if that is not taken care of, it can increase the mortality and morbidity and even the cost of the patient, cost of the therapy. The patient does not know how to take a medication, when to take a medication. A doctor says you have to take this medication twice a week. Fine. Now twice a week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or there has to be a gap of 2 days. You don't know. The patient is confused. Again, a patient is a patient of chronic renal failure. He goes to a doctor, no history taken, diclofenac given, and the patient gets landed up for hemodialysis. Because a small thing of history was not taken. So this miscommunication can lead to disasters. You can just give 5 minutes more to the patient, and to safeguard yourself also, not only the patient, you have to take a proper history with the patient. And communication, not with sympathy. It is said, doctor says, we are not supposed to give emotions to patient. It's not sympathy, it's empathy. See, patients cannot be doctors all the time, but doctors are always the patients at some point or the other. So it is said in corporate also, if you want to understand your consumer, become a consumer. So similarly, if you want to understand your patient, become a patient. Not in literal terms, but yes, at some point or the other, every patient, every doctor is a patient also. So if how we want to get treated, if our family member or we are ill, same way the patient comes to you with the same expectations. In Mumbai Mirror, there was this news that now is the first emotional robot. Scientists have invented a robot that can develop emotions while interacting with humans. The research may allow future robots to take care of patients on a more personal level. But I think India is said to be an emotional country, and we should not land up with such type of situations where robots are created to give empathy and sympathy to the patients. We are enough capable to give emotions to our patients. In the information healthcare, from the industrial age medicine, now we are into information age healthcare. The pyramid has changed. First it was the professional care taken care by the doctors. Now the pyramid is up. It is said that individual self-care, friends and families, self-help networks, empowering more patients, as everyone has been talking about. This is the new age era where empowerment of patients is very important. First of all, information therapy. Patients are becoming e-patients. Empower your patients with targeted medical information, prescribing selected medical content. Now we say that patients are internet savvy, they come with so much of information. So to help those patients, first you need to be computer friendly. You need to know the right websites. If you do not know, how will you understand what the patient is saying? So we need to become more computer friendly. We need to have, as Dr. Malpani said, we need to have websites. We need to take benefits of whatever information is available so that we are able to help patients in a better way. Information marketing. Every member of a practice is a marketing specialist every day, whether consciously or unconsciously. But doctors, it's advertising, it's not marketing. No, advertising is a very small element of marketing. Marketing is what? Marketing is that making patients know about you, what you are doing. If you have bought some big technology in your clinic and if the patient does not know, there is no use. So marketing is just making yourself visible. Whether you are in a conference, this is also marketing. Whether you write an article, that is also marketing. Marketing not necessarily means you are advertising. Just increasing your visibility, that is marketing. Information technology, whether there is telemedication or websites or blogs, keep yourself engaged in discussion, everything, so people know about you. So, in the new avatar of doctors or medical professionals, from doing, it has to be engaging. That is, from examining and prescribing, it is more into communicating and educating. From servicing, it has to give, rather than giving only service to the patient, you have to give solutions to the patient. From diagnosing and treating, it is more into understanding and caring. From reactive to a proactive approach, from a disease-centric approach to a patient-centric approach, and from just having a medical practice, try to become medical entrepreneurs. We need to change the approach because the non-engaged patients are more likely to suffer poor clinical outcomes. They are less satisfied with their providers and more likely to file malpractice suits. This was another news in Mumbai Mirror. This year alone, there have been 5 cases of doctors being attacked in city hospitals. Most cases of friction between doctors and relatives of patients are caused by miscommunication. So the BMC has saying that KMC, Jadoo ki Jhappi training for doctors. There should be courses on humanism in medical colleges. This is what a government is talking about now. That we need to take care of our patients and there should be such type of courses which should be started in the medical colleges. Apollo Hospital, they have started postgraduate diploma in advanced physician leadership. So the time is changing. Even the doctor does not have to, that chalta hai attitude which is talked about in management, it is not there. You have to groom yourself with so much of corporate hospitals and medical tourism, NRI patients coming up. We need to groom ourselves. So skills plus patient-centered care gives high-quality doctor-patient relationship and improved outcomes. The practice of medicine is an art, not a trade. A calling, not a business. A calling in which your heart will be exercised equally with your head. Often the best part of your work will have nothing to do with the potions and the powders. So the bottom line is that patient is one of the best medical books. Read your patient.